right back to your calls. Will's sister in Canada, you're on the line.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
I'm all right.
Well, I'm calling on my brother's behalf tonight because he's in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and the cell network blocks his call.
Oh,
yeah,
lovely.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, isn't that great? It's the new freedom.
It is. It's wonderful. So he took the hexadecimal code from the Blackjack Part 4, image 17 of 17, and he translated it exactly. So I can quote it off for you if you'd like.
Yes.
It says, quote, "This is the final warning on this site. All further warnings will be given on Blackjack 12 info. Beware Ardent Sentry, Sentry spelled Sentry. Be alert for semis bearing the sun icon. Not all federal authorities are involved," end quote.
Yes, and you know, I like I said, I sent that exact thing over there to Kurt right now. Isn't Iowa one of the places where Ardent is supposed to be taking place tomorrow?
I'm not sure where it is. All the info can be found on www.forces.gc.ca. I haven't checked that one out yet, but that is a government-run website here in Canada.
Oh,
and they actually have all the information right there, like you just plainly go and check it out.
So wait a minute, Canada is going to be part of this drill. This is going to be one of those international drills,
yes,
like what we saw on 9/11.
Yeah, it's a NORAD U.S.-Canadian drill, yeah.
Well, that's very interesting. I'm wondering if any other nation states are a part of that, because if you remember on 9/11, Russia was also a part of it. Here's what I've got out of this, and it's off of Media Monarchy blogspot.com. They're saying that Ardent Sentry 09 is indeed a North American Aerospace Defense Command and U.S. Northern Command planned for June 18th to the 24th. So it would start tomorrow and be a 1-week exercise. It says it will incorporate several military exercises with the National Guard exercise. They're saying that the events will take place in multiple venues across the country, including Iowa, Kansas, Oregon, Wyoming, and off the east and west coast. The exercise will allow several Department of Defense organizations and some federal and state partners to implement plans and respond to a variety of quote-unquote notional events. And then they say historically, exercises like these have helped the DoD and other agencies review their process and procedures and focus their future training efforts on closing gaps and identifying areas that need additional attention. My point is this. I mean, if this really is an insider and not some kind of a clever hoax that maybe the establishment is laughing about, why would the Telegraph print this? You know?
That's what I say. Like, how can they and this is how they roll. I guess they're sick, weird wackos. Yeah. But, I mean, how could they actually go ahead and put this in this Telegraph and then actually go ahead and go through with it? Like, it's just...
Well, I'll keep reading on. You know, here it is. You know, major AS09 venues include, and it does suck because a lot of these names are similar to the drills that went down on 9/11. I want to remind people there are still drills that are classified on 9/11. One of those that just came out this year, that 95% of it is blacked out. It's called Operation Jackal Cave. Just go check that out. But the ones that are going on, I guess starting tomorrow, NORAD's Amalgam Dart exercise involving air defense activities at Camp Riela, Oregon. National Guard's Vigilant Guard, sounds a lot like Vigilant Guardian, exercise focused on civil support with major activities in Des Moines, Iowa, and Topeka, Kansas, and a nuclear weapons incident exercise with a U.S. Air Force response near Cheyenne, Wyoming. The activities in the vicinity of Camp Relay. Yeah, but remember, on 9/11 there were mass Armageddon exercises going on with nuclear drills as well. And what they did is they pre-positioned the continuity of government planes, or E-4Bs, to be in the areas where the attacks actually took place, and they were caught on camera in D.C. One of them was, and then another mystery white plane was caught on the scene of the World Trade Center disaster before any military planes had officially reached their destinations. So let me continue here. National Guard ground-based air defense system that will be integrated with Air Force Airborne Systems, AWACS, and fighters. AWACS were also out on 9/11. And a Navy AEGIS destroyer. Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska National Guard units will respond to multiple events in Iowa and Kansas, including simulated train derailments and foreign animal disease. That's weird that foreign animal disease would be there in the height of the swine
Throw that
flu.
all in the mix, eh?
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, this is what we've got so far. It's very interesting, and I'm glad we're touching on it. I appreciate the call.
Run all the way to Babylon. Meet you there in Babylon. Meet you
866-582-9933. Wide open phone lines for the next 35 minutes. Clark in Washington, you're on the line. Clark.
Yo, what's going on, Jason?
You know, doing a little radio show.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you talked about this yet, but have you talked about NORAD and U.S. Northcom doing the exercise plan for mid-June?
All night, baby. What do you think with the last caller? I don't know if you just tuned in, but
I just got on here.
Yeah, all night. And the news, if you haven't heard yet, is obviously you heard the news from yesterday. If you took the hexadecimal code from the thing from Blackjack, you know about Project Blackjack?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you took the hexadecimal code from that yesterday, and that was on the ID card, it said this is not. What is it? This is not entirely fictional or just this is not simply just entertainment. That's what it said. And somebody
and a
found
link to Ardent Sentry also.
Yeah, that's what we've been going over is that somebody tonight went over through a new one and said, you know, beware Ardent Sentry. When this happens, all federal agencies won't be involved. Look out for sun logos on trucks. And I was unaware of this other hexadecimal code. It is kind of spooky, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, man. But the funny thing that gets to me is that these exercises are going to be, there's going to be several military exercises with the National Guard involved, and these are called Ardent Sentry 09.
Yeah, no, and he says beware of Ardent Sentry. So how is it that, you know, maybe this guy thought he would be a little bit of a prankster and just look into what military drills were coming up later in the summer to, you know, put this out. I think when was Blackjack? All that stuff was, what, March? It was all February and March, right? Yeah, February and March. So, you know, I don't want to go to my jump to conclusions, Matt, and, you know, warn everybody, oh, no, you know, we have hours until a false flag attack or days or less than a week before a false flag attack. I don't necessarily think that that's the truth. I am glad that people are bringing this to my attention. I am glad it's hitting the internet just in case. You know, I'm just in case because they do have the MO of running drills as they attack us, you know, false flag style. Absolutely. You know, from 9/11 to 7/7 to the Oklahoma City bombing, they love to do it. You got anything else outside of the Northcom drills, my man?
That's it, man. Thanks for the...
All right, you got it. Thank you.